So, basic instructions, Chucky and Kobe back. And, today we're here with a client, an empowerment coach, and friend of mine, Ruth Wilson. And Ruth is, has here to share her experience with mental and emotional release and working with basic instructions to overcome obstacles, emotional obstacles that were preventing her from living the life experience she wanted. So, Ruth, we're very grateful to have you here today. And, just want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you're doing, and how you're feeling today.
All right. Thank you so much, Chucky. I am from Guyana. That is the only English-speaking country in South America. And currently, I'm a medical student. And also, I have a video marketing agency here in Guyana. And online, I serve as a business mentor, right? So to coaches. So I basically help them with setting up a good coaching program to scale their business. So everything within that, there is mindset, actually tools, skills, everything that is needed. That's what I do to support them. So before coming to Chucky, I was someone who was dealing with a lot of emotion. I thought myself as someone that is really driven. I usually get things done, and whenever fears or stuff came to me, I just dealt with it and just press it down and just move on. And then Chucky told me that, you know what, I just don't have to deal with them. I don't have to deal with them. I was listening to him and said, okay. I was just saying, okay, but then again, it's like I can't comprehend what he's saying because what he's saying sounds weird, and I never heard of something like that. Like, how could you not deal with fear? How could you not deal with your emotions and all this stuff? I said, all right, let me just trust this process, follow its basic instructions, and I just surrender and I just say, let me do it. And the session, as you go, I just follow the steps. And believe me, after I'm finished, it was like a total different experience, like the feeling. Because, okay, I said it, when the session was done, I said, okay. And I continue going back to my normal stuff, morning routine, different stuff I do. And then I realized, you know what, those feelings and emotions that usually come up are just automatic, that because of nourishing, like growing up, these things were not coming up. And it's like super weird. It's like I'm waiting for something, to feel something. I'm waiting to have a certain emotion, reaction to it, and it's not coming. I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
So it was but it was actually the basic instructions of actually being working in me, and there's this actually is true what Chucky is saying, and it was really amazing. I was able to get rid of those fears and all those stuff that I was in my mind just thinking a lot of crazy stuff, which was not necessary. And I was able to get more clarity and all that, and now everything's just flowing and making sense now, just because of that.
Good. So, in terms of just your everyday, because today, since we didn't mark the date when we started this discussion, it's actually December 6th, forgive me, December 6th. And, we did our MER session back on August 28th. So, when you think about how you're feeling right now, how do you feel in terms of just your everyday waking state, walking around, just Ruth being Ruth?
I've noticed I used to be a very anxious person and used to worry a lot. And now I don't do that anymore. It's it just doesn't come. My anxiety and worry is and you told me, even if I'm feeling uneasy or anything, if anything pops up, it's just a communication to me. Just it's just communication to me. And I just have to go back to the basics, what you outlined to me, and I just go back to the ideal state.
Right. And so it gives you an opportunity to really just be at ease with yourself instead of being around and just sitting there having to project my fear on something, You understand how the unconscious mind communicates with us through emotions. That's how we know how to react to certain stimuli in our world. And now you know what to react to and what not to react to, and that's where a lot of the issues with clients who have anxiety issues is that we're having this response at a time when it's just not warranted, So, I imagine this has just made your life experience a much more pleasant one, positive one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. So what would you say to somebody who's thinking about, MER, working with basic instructions, who is feeling some sort of mental block or feeling emotionally stuck in their life or in their business? What advice would you give to them if they were thinking about
Yeah,
doing the same thing?
that I'm a true believer now, like you don't have to live with those feelings. You don't have to live with the anxiety or those like negative emotions. You don't have to deal with them. And life can be better. It's like it just opens up your horizon. It makes stuff so much better. And to me, it's like until you really experience it, I could tell you it, just like how Chucky was telling me like what I could expect and all of that. But like until you experience it, that's why you could truly understand what this thing is, because it's something new. It's like school doesn't teach us this. Our parents doesn't teach us this. Like none of this is, all this is just new. So you have to, it's like a transformative experience. When you think, a lot of coaches talk about transformation, but this is like a really transformational experience. So yeah.
Good. I'm just really excited that, it's been 3 months, almost 4 months now since we had our session. And, it's clear to see that you're still feeling light. You're still not carrying around all of that unnecessary baggage from the past. And it's really awesome that, your impact is going to be a unique one, working on the mental and emotional as well as the physical health. And I just wish you a lot of success. And I'm just glad I could be a part of your journey and helping you to become free, take control of your life, and recognize that success is simple if you know the basic instructions. So thank you, Ruth. Appreciate you.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure we'll talk to you again real soon.
Yes. All right then.